How's it going, everyone? It's Milwaukee coming back at you once again. And today we're going to be discussing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Ultimate Collection, Black and White, Volume 4, by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Let's get into it. Volume starts off with a two-parter called Shades of Grey in issue number 48 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Casey Jones, a murderer? A masked vigilante named Nobody seems to think so. Then, in issue 49, Casey Jones does some soul searching. Issue 50 kicks off the main event, City at War. The storyline I heard so much about over all these years. Finally getting to read it. Let's go. A mysterious figure is taking on the Foot Clan and totally wiping them out while the Turtles make their way back to New York. This issue is a mostly silent issue. Not a lot of dialogue here. The art speaks for itself, and it's got a lot to say. Check that one out. In issue 51, the Turtles are back in New York, and they're looking into the recent crimes around the city. In issue 52, the Turtles stumble upon the Foot Clan, and the Foot Clan unleash machines on the Turtles. In issue 53, as Donatello puts it, a maelstrom of violence occurs as it's the Foot Clan versus the Turtles versus the mysterious guy versus the New York City police and one big brouhaha in the middle of New York, and Tokyo is watching. Issue 54 sees time pass as the Turtles lay low after the big battle. And in issue 55, the final issue contained in this volume, Raphael takes on the mystery assassin. As for my thoughts on this volume, I'll go ahead and start off with the positives, right? The art. At least when the original artists are on it, very detailed. There was one issue, the battle issue, coincidentally, where I felt like the art fell off. I don't know who was drawing that one. Was it Eastman and Laird? I don't know. I think all these are drawn by them or whatever. It doesn't matter. But that one, the art sort of felt weird. But all the other issues, very detailed stuff, to come from them. Great stuff, especially the black and white. Really good. We got a lot of splash pages, single pages where big art. I don't know what they're called, splash pages. You got the double page spreads. A lot of the art shines in this volume is what I'm trying to say. There's a real sense of dread and doom here in this volume because you get a lot of the news, and the news is negative, and the people they're depressed or whatever because of the state of the world, the state of the city. It's kind of what brings the Turtles back to New York. They're going to try to, I guess, fix the problem. They're looking into these crimes. What's going on with the Foot? Who's taking on the Foot? Who's this mystery guy? What's up with Tokyo? Why are they watching? But this volume is set up. I will say that. It's all going to pay off, hopefully, in the next volume. But this was all set up. And it's not bad, but it's not what I wanted out of the volume. And I got to be honest here. I took a break from reading the Turtles. I forgot what was happening. But there's like a 20 issue, 10, 15 issue time jump here. We start off with issue 48, right? In this collection. It goes from volume 3, or like the issue 20s or whatever. Now we're at issue 48, and then into the 50s. I was reading the book. I was like, who the hell are these characters? Who is this masked vigilante nobody that says that they have a history with the Turtles? But I never read that because it wasn't in this black and white collection, right? Luckily, the edition that I got has annotations by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird where they talk about the writing of the story. They break down the art, the panels, and they told me who these guys were. Same thing with Tokyo. There's this character. Her name is Karai. Her name is like Karai. She seems vaguely familiar, but I forgot who she was. And she's the person watching from Tokyo. And of course, at the end of the volume, she arrives in New York. So whoever she is, it's about to go down in the next volume. But I came back in and I was like clueless as to what was going on. Luckily, those annotations helped me out. Now, as for the negatives, right? There was a lot of hype behind City at War. I always heard about City at War. Apparently, the IDW series, they redo City at War maybe or something. Like, it's just a big storyline. Going into this volume, I was excited because I always heard a lot about it. And all it is setup. And the setup's not bad, but it's just not the Turtles that I was looking for, right? The characters, they all split up. You know, Casey Jones, he's stepping up and being a stepdad for some reason. You got April O'Neil, she's in the West Coast, LA, hating life. The Turtles are coming back to New York, but they're lost. They have no purpose. You know, Master Splinter, he's on his own quest or whatever. He runs into the Rat King or whatever his name is at the end of the volume. Uh, just a lot of like meandering and like I said, the art in this volume speaks for itself, but like not a lot happens. The Turtles are just lost. And I'm like, this is City at War? This is what it's all leading to? This is what it's all about? Now I understand it's probably all going to pay off, hopefully, epically, in the next volume. But right now, even with the mystery guy, right? How he gets taken out here at the end of the volume is like all that buildup, all that mystery, ultimately for nothing. Let's hope it picks up in the next volume and the story delivers. Because, like I said, I was looking forward to it, a lot of hype behind it, and it's just falling flat. So, with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Ultimate Collection is Black and White, Volume 4, a 4 out of 5. You know, the art is good, the silent issue is fantastic, the sense of dread, the sense of foreboding, but man, it's all set up, and it's gotta pay off. You know, the next volume may bring this volume up, in my estimation, because if you read them together, it may be like that blockbuster event that I always heard City of War was. But as of right now, I've only read the first half. And I gotta say, it's left me wanting more. So until next time, I'll see you there.